I'm currently reading The Power of Awareness by Neville Goddard, and I stumbled across something that is really interesting, and that is in chapter 16. Since creation is finished, it is impossible to force anything into being. Remember, guys, when I told you that you don't have to create anything because everything is here and now. You don't have to go and make something happen. You have to become in tune with the thing that you want. And once you are in tune with the thing that you want, everything will just fall into place. Everything will be so natural to you that you would say it would have happened anyway. So he's telling you here that since creation is finished, it is impossible to force anything into being. The example of magnetism previously given is a good illustration. You cannot make magnetism. It can only be displayed. You cannot make the law of magnetism. If you want to build a magnet, you can do so only by conforming to the law of magnetism. In other words, you surrender yourself or yield to the law. So you can rearrange a piece of steel to make it act like a magnet. You are just rearranging your mind, your consciousness, your state of being to become the man or the woman that you want to be. So you are embodying a state, and the world will just reflect that back to you. And Neville here is telling you something really important, that in like manner, when you use the faculty of assumption, you are conforming to a law just as real as the law governing magnetism. You can neither create nor change the law of assumption. As I told you before, you guys are living in the old state of being right now. And you can change your state of being instantly right now. You can just decide that, hey, I decided today that I'm a billionaire. And you act like that billionaire. You conjure up a feeling that implies the fulfillment of your desire. And most likely that feeling will be acceptance, gratefulness, and thankfulness. These are the three key feelings that you should master. Once you master those, a lot of great things will happen to your life. Every single day, your life will be just a series of synchronicities and serendipities. It is in this respect that you are impotent. You can only yield or confirm. And since all of your experiences are just the result of your assumptions, consciously or unconsciously, the value of consciously using the power of assumption surely must be obvious. You are actually experiencing your assumptions, whether you are aware of that or unaware of that. But the truth of the matter is this: you are experiencing your own assumptions, your own beliefs. What you consent to be true about yourself and about your world is being reflected back to you day in and day out. So if you want to change anything in your life, don't look for the outer world to change. Look internally first. See what are your limiting beliefs. Once you know what are these limiting beliefs, then you can embody a state that is more in alignment with what you want. And once you are in a state that is more in alignment with what you are, then it's game over. You are mastering the law of assumption. You are assuming things into being. You are matching the frequency of the reality that you want. You are becoming the man or the woman that you want to be. This world, as I told you before, is just a reflection of who you are. You cannot be frowning in front of a mirror and expect it to smile. That is stupid. But if you smile, then the mirror will smile back. And let's say that this 3D hologram that we are living in is just a mirror reflecting back to you what you consent to be true. Not anyone else, but you. You can change everything. There is no one to change but self. And this is one of Neville Goddard's frequently said quotes, because he always told us, you gotta change within you first. And even in all religions, they tell you that you should change internally, and the outside world will be in your hands. Willingly identify yourself with that which you most desire, knowing that it will find expression through you. Yield to the feeling of the wish fulfilled, and be consumed as its victim, a victim to a state, not a victim to the world. Please differentiate between both words. Then rise as the prophet of the law of assumption. Neville Goddard here is telling you that you should become a victim to the law of assumption. He got some interesting words that he uses to imply or to give you an idea of how to apply the law of assumption. So if we talk here about being a victim to the law versus being a victim to the world, then there is a huge difference. When you are being a victim to the law of assumption, you are choosing the state of being you are in, and you are surrendering your own doubts. You are surrendering everything to the universe, to God, to the source, and you are embodying that state, and you are just ignoring all the facts of the world, and you're just embodying a state, regardless of how the circumstances are looking. Circumstances don't matter. Let me repeat that. Circumstances don't matter. Only your state of being matters. So whatever happens on the outside world, know that all that matters is your inner state of being. Your thoughts and feelings are the creators of your reality. When you are thinking about something, you are creating it. And then you are feeling the feeling of having it. You are drawing the event back to you. Let me say it with another kind of words. When you are becoming in tune with the frequency of the reality that you want, you are just tuning in. You are becoming in a different reality than the one you are in right now. You are literally changing in the multiverse. I'm not talking figuratively here. I'm talking literally. This is quantum physics. When you change the frequency, you are changing your life. The quality of the frequency is the thing that matters. If you are in love, you are on a higher frequency. When you are at peace, when you are grateful, these things are raising your own vibration. This is why it's so important to be grateful for the things that you have to get what you don't. And by the way, the things that you don't have yet is actually here and now, but you are not seeing it because you are not vibrationally compatible with it yet. Once you become vibrationally compatible with the reality that you want, then everything will become visible to you. You will see the changes in your own life. And just know that to the right brain mode, or the subconscious mind, or the intellect of the heart, everything is here and now. There is no future, no past. Everything is here and now. Every time you look at your watch, it's now. Every time you think about the past, think of it now. So there is only the precious present moment. So use it wisely and become at peace. Become in peace with your life. Be grateful for what you have to get what you don't. When you are grateful and you are in a feeling of thankfulness, you are signaling to the quantum field that, hey, I feel good. So the universe will send you more things to be grateful for. And if you merge the feeling with a specific thought about something, then you are merging the thing that you want with the feeling that you will get, then you are creating a very specific outcome. This is why Neville always said, you should create a scene that implies the fulfillment of your desire. After it's done, not when you are actually getting the thing that you want. No, after it. Make it as natural as possible. When it is natural to you, it will become much easier to manifest. And this is why I gathered all the techniques to reprogram your subconscious mind. When I actually did that, I was sick and tired of just looking for books, for videos, for lectures, for all these things to gather all the info. So I decided I will make something for myself. I will gather all this info in maybe a PDF. And I already did. And all of a sudden, people were telling me, hey, I want to know about this technique, that technique, this technique, that technique. And let me tell you something. Most people are telling you that, oh, techniques don't matter. And yes, they don't matter, but they are very important. They are like vehicles that will get you to the desired state. So in a way, they are important. In a way, many people are able to just say, hey, I am this or I am that. And then it's perfect. It's done. If you are one of those people, then perfect. You mastered how to master the state of being, how to be in a feeling of the wish fulfilled. But if you are still mastering this and you are in the process of mastering it, then I highly suggest you check out the ebook, This ebook was initially made for me and me only, and I found it to be selfish if I just kept that away from you guys, because you asked me a lot about affirmations, about visualization, about how actually scientifically it works, about all this stuff. So I gathered all that in a 26-page ebook that you can check in a link in the description box. But all I want you to do now is to become a victim to the law of assumption. But you are doing it by your own will. You are surrendering any distractions, any logical thinking, and you are becoming more in tune with your true self, the miraculous self, the one. You are becoming one with the one. So expect miracles, and just don't surrender to the analytical mind. Surrender to God. Surrender to the universe. Surrender to the thing that is giving you your heartbeat. Surrender to that thing, not any other thing. So that's it for today's video. I hope you found it helpful, and I know you did. Subscribe if you're new, like to reach more people. Tell me down below in the comments, what do you want to see next? If you want to call me one-on-one and to discuss certain things in your life for some reason, then check out the description box, and until next video, I'll see you soon.